Essentially what I'm doing right now is going to be just wet sanding. You can see kind of the lumpiness right here. I tell you what, folks, this is looking super good. Yeah, boy. Everything's in. Howdy, folks. Welcome back. Hope everyone is doing fantastic. Appreciate you stopping by. My name is Max, and I'm currently working on a 1983 Bigfoot 9.5C truck camper to live out of and travel out of and just enjoy. And in previous episodes, you were watching me do some fiberglass repairs, adding some fiberglass and starting to work on some Gelcoat on this, which is like a special paint for this. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing once again in this episode. What I've currently got going on today is still focusing on the passenger side. I think this side might have hit a tree, as well as other parts of the camper. It looks like maybe a tree hit it or hit, well, this is a Bigfoot. It didn't grow legs and then just run into a tree. So I think somebody hit a tree with this thing, which has been pretty crazy, but we've got this side gel coated. I am really excited about it. It's looking really good. It's a little lumpy in some spots, but I mean, this is like the best that I'm kind of doing. Today is absolutely excellent as far as the weather goes. It's like high 70s, low 80s, a little bit humid, not too bad, but there's like a cool, dry breeze coming in. So this is really nice. So we're gonna be sanding this down, getting it prepared. And what I'm really excited about is to finally add the wood and finish this trim. And this side we'll get rid of this jack and this standing point, and the structure to the front is going to be really solid. So then we can focus on the next thing, which is going to be the windows. And then we're gonna be focusing on gel coating everything at the front, caulking everything in the front. And then the next step is to be demoing. So that's what we're working on right now today. This is gonna take me a little while. All right, well, we got some new gloves, guys. Essentially what I'm doing right now is going to be just wet sanding. I've got some sandpaper here, and I'm pretty sure it is not really meant for wet sanding, but it's what I got right now before I go out and just keep buying a bunch of sandpaper, and then I have tons of sandpaper. I have like 2 big stacks of sandpaper. So we got soapy water, and then we've got some sandpaper, and that's it. We just go to town. I don't have a sanding block. I'm gonna buy one pretty soon here, because we're probably gonna be doing a lot of this, especially in the front windows. It's gonna be a little concerning. We're just gonna go to town, guys. We've gotten everything sanded down pretty good. You can see kind of the lumpiness right here, but it is what it is. I think at this point, I think looks really, really good. I got it blended out and sanded down as good as I can, even all the way up on the underside where we had a ton of damage. So now is time to add the gel coat, because it's dried. We're gonna add some gel coat now, this time with wax. The wax part, from my understanding, it just like floats to the top within the paint and helps basically cure it to a hardened finish fully. And we really need that underneath where we're gonna put the wood backer, because we don't want the fiberglass to get like rotten or weird, but the vinyl ester resin is gonna be solid. Folks, here we are. We've got my gel coat that I have mixed up the colors with. We're gonna have to give that a stir. We have wax additive, and then we've got our MEKP. So I also got a Worcester nylon brush from the Depot Lowe's home, and that's gonna give us a nice, really fine finish. We want it to be really smooth. We're gonna add about 12 drops, and then, or 10 drops maybe of the wax, and then 12 drops of the MEKP. The sun is coming out today, so right now. So we're just gonna kind of work with it. If you're doing this and following along, one thing that I'm kind of noticing within my gel coat that you might want to take into consideration is a strainer, like a little filter. I do have tiny little bits and clumps every now and then. And we're gonna have to sand down this waxed gel coat when we're done. I'm gonna try to add it into this little cap here and then see if I can drop it in. Drip, drip, drop by drop. All right, that's got a nice creamy consistency. So we're gonna add about 12 drops of this. All right guys, here it goes again. It's pretty much just like paint. So we're just painting at this point. There's so many things of mine that are just getting coated in this paint, my phone included, and my camera. It's just like, dude. I'm trying to get really way up in there because I want this to be way up in there to cure. And then this corner is actually going to be really, really important. I get way up in there. This is where we did the repair. This is where we did the repair, way up in there. I can barely even get up in there, honestly, guys. Shaking for some reason. Sweet. Now this is the proper way to do this, in my opinion, quote unquote proper. I mean, there's so many ways you can go about fixing like a fiberglass vessel or camper or what have you. But what appears to me that the previous owner, whoever was working on this before, they just sort of, looks like they just added like auto body filler. You guys can see in like some of my previous videos when I'm taking this apart. And you can definitely add the auto body filler, but for the ending, or for like the ceiling after they did it, they just sort of spray painted it, which is not the way to do it. It doesn't give it as a protective of a finish that you can like wax and polish. All right. No sense in wasting a good brush if we can help it, guys. So this is just acetone, just using it to kind of help clean up the brush. Go get another one. They're relatively cheap. I don't remember how much this one was, but it was definitely less than 20 bucks. As our boy Bob Ross would say, just gotta beat the devil out of it. Oh man, I tell you what, folks, this is looking super good. Because this one has this layer of gel coat I have on here has the wax, should flow to the top, like I said, and help cure. And now that the sun is out, completely eradicating everything. No, I'm just kidding. It's just completely like, it gets really hot. But I'm gonna wait for the underside to kind of get tacked up, and then we can finally add the white oak. Forever it's been taking. But this is got to cure. We're gonna have to sand that tomorrow. And then I'm gonna just, while I'm here, we're gonna be adding to the windows. We got to finish this front, and then we can finally move on to some other things. So while I'm waiting for this to kind of tack up, I'm gonna take a break. All right, it's been about like an hour or so, and the gel coat is basically dry to the touch for me right now. I don't probably want to keep touching it like this, but this feels great. It's already kind of hardened up, and the sun has been blasting on it for probably a good hour, and it's looking really good. Here's the really exciting part, guys. I can finally add the belly band back to how it was before and clean up this whole eyesore and get rid of this, you know, kind of jacking point. You know, for a while there, and even the property owner was even saying the same thing. It's like, man, it looks like you're making it worse. And I mean, it's kind of true. Like, it kind of had to get a little bit worse before it got better. I've tried to get this piece of oak in there. Tried so many little different ways and techniques and stuff like that, and nothing seems to work out, except I think what we're gonna have to do is cut a hole, basically like how I did it last time. All right, guys, hopefully this is like enough room. We keep getting hung up on stuff, so it makes it pretty tricky to get this thing in here. This thing is so long. Oh yeah. Okay, maybe it does. I don't know. We'll see. We're getting somewhere. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. All right, this is great, guys. All right, it's in. The wood is in, everything's in, so I'm excited. This is nice and really strong now. We're gonna caulk both seams. I might even just do that tonight, and I was thinking caulk the ceiling too, but now we can finally add this insert and get rid of this thing. It's so funny, guys, because I'm trying to do this insert and there's all these like little butyl tape fingers kind of coming out of the out of the belly band, and it's like these little things coming out. It's so funny, but that's a good thing because that means that it's like pushing through all these unnecessary screw holes the previous people, I guess, are put in on this belly band thing, and it sucks. Oh yeah, yes. Heck yeah. The only bummer I would have to say about this whole thing is this fridge section. So, I mean, I have like the older fridge, and one of my viewers, which is pretty cool, they were saying that I should only stick with a 12-volt fridge. I might do that. I pretty much might do that. My thought process behind it is it's like redundancy. I mean, even like in my camper, I'm going to have like solar charging by my truck and then also shore power. I mean, if I could have like wind power or something like that, I would. That'd be really cool, but I can't. Or like hydro power, I don't know. So this section where the belly band is, I'm missing like maybe a foot. This is about like 1.25 feet, or like 1.5 feet to be safe, but probably 1.33 feet or 1/4 of belly band material just across the top that I'm missing, which you can buy belly band material, but it's really expensive. And I think they only sell it by like 100 feet. I've only seen it on like the Amazons. I don't know, I think Rec Pro sells it, but I don't know, I'm gonna see if I can try to convince them to sell me like 1.5 feet or 2 feet of it, because it'd be nice to just kind of close this off and then eventually add like the newer like Dometic fridge things for events, so that you can also maintenance the fridge in the back, because once it's back in here, you can't really move it out. I am probably going to get rid of that vent, and I'm going to keep this as a vent, and then on the inside I'm going to have it so it can, like, I don't know, maybe the compressor or something like that needs some cool air or some airflow, so that'll be when I add the wood and stuff like that, it'll have some breathability. That thing would probably be fiberglass. Probably just completely remove this, fiberglass that, but we got to finish these windows first. But now that I'm done with this section right down here, I'm really excited. So we can finally move on to just doing the windows and then this beautiful stuff. I also did the passenger window. I added 1708. I don't really want to remove this, but you're just gonna have to believe me, it's up in there. So yeah, added some 1708, and we've got the CSM going on in there, so that side is really solid. All right, guys, it's been another day. I'll just be keeping you guys posted. I'll keep you guys kind of up to date, little tidbits here and there of what I'm doing, and then if anything major comes up, you know, I'll be filming it. But I didn't film really much at all today, I'll be honest, just because I am literally just doing a lot of the same stuff that I've already been doing. So I'll catch you up to speed. Basically, all I did was add some filler and a little bit of just fiberglass, mainly just filler around the 2 window sections. I sanded it, so spent a good chunk of the day just kind kind of sanding, preparing, taking it a little bit easy, and then also just a lot of filling. Not too much up to speed on that. It's just the next day. The biggest thing that we did, just kind of as a recap, was gel coat the one side. We finished the repairs, we sanded it out in previous videos, got it all nice and solid, and that was good to go. And we got the belly band finished up, and it's now standing on its own. It's looking really good. The only thing that I'm going to be doing is just focusing on one thing at a time. Like I've said in the past, we're just going to be focusing on the windows, the screw holes that I created, and then the marker lights and stuff like that. Once I get all of this completely done, gel coated, and it's good to go, then we're going to move on to the bunk windows, and that's going to be super awesome, really exciting. So I'm just trying to fill some major and crazy voids and anything kind of like up there right now. And yeah, once that's kind of done, we're going to be moving along. But this is just going to be the end of the video. Not too much happening right now. The heat finally let up just a little bit. It's still definitely really warm. So if you made it this far, I really appreciate you. You know, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you do. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike. If you got a comment or question and you're wondering why am I doing something or what's going on, leave a comment. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the support that you guys have been giving me, the little tidbits that I've been getting in there. And then also, if you would like to fuel this adventure or help me out in any way, I got links down below. You can check them out. And yeah, we're just gonna keep plugging away at this. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, we'll move along. So see you in the next one.